The ocean holds many wonders, vast and deep. Within its waters live creatures of incredible design. Today we journey to meet a particularly fascinating fish. It is known as the cutlassfish. This creature glides through the marine world with a silent grace. Its body is long and thin, like a ribbon made of silver. Imagine a knight's sword, a cutlass flashing in the sun. That is how this fish gets its common name. Its sleek form is perfectly adapted for a life spent hunting in the shadowy depths of our planet's seas. The cutlassfish belongs to a family called Trichiuridae. These fish are often called hairtails or ribbon fish. Their bodies are dramatically flattened from side to side. They lack the pelvic and caudal fins, the tail fin that many other fish possess. Instead, their bodies taper to a fine whip-like point. This unusual anatomy makes them instantly recognizable. They are a true spectacle of evolution. Their shimmering skin catches any faint light, making them appear almost ethereal. These are not creatures of the sunlit shallows, but rather inhabitants of deeper, cooler waters across the globe. Their appearance is quite striking, almost otherworldly. Picture a long, slender band of polished metal. This fish can grow to impressive lengths, sometimes over 2 meters long. That's taller than many humans. Despite their size, they're remarkably agile. They move with an undulating, snake-like motion. This allows them to navigate through the water with stealth and precision. Their mouths are large, armed with sharp, needle-like teeth. These are the tools of an effective predator. They are perfectly designed for grasping slippery prey in the dark ocean. So what exactly is this shimmering creature? The cutlassfish is a carnivorous marine animal. It plays an important role in its underwater ecosystem. We find them in many of the world's oceans. They prefer the warmer, temperate seas. They are not often seen by casual swimmers or beachgoers. This is because they tend to live further from the shore. They inhabit the continental shelf and slope, sometimes venturing into very deep water. Their lives are a testament to the adaptability of life in the vast marine realm. Let us delve deeper into the world of these silver swimmers. The cutlassfish is a true citizen of the world's oceans. It is not confined to one small corner of our blue planet. Instead, these remarkable fish have a widespread distribution. They are found in tropical and temperate waters all around the globe. This means they can be encountered off the coasts of many different countries. From the Atlantic Ocean to the vast Pacific and across the Indian Ocean too. Their presence is a common thread in diverse marine environments. This wide range speaks to their success as a species. Imagine drawing a band around the middle of the Earth. The cutlassfish largely lives within this warmer belt. They are particularly abundant in waters that are not too cold. In the Atlantic Ocean, they swim off the coasts of the Americas and Africa and into the Mediterranean Sea. Moving east, they thrive in the Indian Ocean from the shores of East Africa to Southeast Asia and Australia. Then across the Great Pacific, from Asia to the Americas. This global presence makes them an important part of many different marine food webs around our planet. While they are widespread, they do have preferred areas. They are often found over muddy or sandy bottoms. These are typically located on the continental shelf. This is the gently sloping underwater land that extends from the edge of a continent. They also inhabit the steeper continental slope, which drops away into the deep ocean. Some species of cutlassfish are known to venture into estuaries. These are areas where freshwater rivers meet the saltwater of the sea. This adaptability further explains their successful distribution across such varied marine landscapes. Several factors influence where cutlassfish choose to live. Water temperature plays a significant role. They generally avoid the icy waters of the polar regions. Salinity, or the saltiness of the water, is another important factor. Food availability is, of course, crucial. They follow the movements of their prey. This includes smaller fish, squid, and crustaceans. Human activities, such as fishing patterns, can also indirectly affect their distribution. Understanding where these fish live helps us to appreciate their ecological role. It also helps us manage their populations sustainably for the future. The life of a cutlassfish begins in a remarkable way, hidden in the vastness of the ocean. When the time is right, adult cutlassfish gather to spawn. This usually happens in specific seasons, often during warmer months. The exact timing can vary depending on their location in the world. They release their eggs and sperm into the water column. This external fertilization is common for many marine species. The fertilized eggs are tiny, almost invisible to the naked eye. They are buoyant, meaning they float freely in the water. This is the very first stage of their incredible life journey. These precious eggs drift with the ocean currents. They are part of the plankton, the multitude of tiny organisms that form the base of the marine food web. Each egg contains a small yolk. This yolk provides the necessary nutrients for the developing embryo inside. The journey is perilous for these tiny eggs. Many will be eaten by other planktonic feeders, or they might succumb to unfavorable environmental conditions. But those that survive will continue their development. After a period which can range from a few days to a week, the miracle of life unfolds. A tiny cutlassfish larva hatches from its egg. The newly hatched larva is a fragile creature. It looks very different from its sleek silver parents. It is small, often transparent, and still relies on its yolk sac for initial nourishment. As the yolk is absorbed, the larva must quickly learn to find its own food. Its first meals usually consist of even smaller planktonic organisms like copepods or other tiny larvae. This early stage is crucial for survival. The larva must grow rapidly to avoid being eaten itself. It is a world where only the fittest, or perhaps the luckiest, survive to continue their growth. During this larval stage, the young cutlassfish undergoes significant changes. Its body begins to elongate. Tiny fins start to develop. Its eyes become more prominent, helping it to spot food and danger. The larvae are still at the mercy of the ocean currents. They may be dispersed over wide areas. This helps the species to colonize new habitats. This period of early development is a critical phase. It lays the foundation for the fish's transformation into a juvenile. The journey from a tiny floating egg to a free-swimming larva is truly a marvel of nature's design. As the cutlassfish larva grows, it gradually transforms into a juvenile. This is a period of remarkable change, a metamorphosis in the ocean. The body becomes even more elongated and flattened, starting to resemble the ribbon-like shape of the adult. Its fins develop further, though it will still lack the prominent tail fin seen in many other fish species. The characteristic silver sheen, for which the adults are famous, begins to appear on its skin. This transition marks a significant step in its life cycle. The fish is no longer a passive drifter, it becomes an active hunter. Juvenile cutlassfish are voracious feeders. They need a lot of energy to fuel their rapid growth. Their diet shifts from tiny plankton to larger prey. Small crustaceans like shrimps and krill become important food sources. They also start to hunt small fish. Their sharp teeth, which began developing in the larval stage, are now more effective. Juveniles often form schools or groups. This can offer some protection from predators. It may also help them to hunt more efficiently. They are learning the skills they will need to survive and thrive as adult predators in the deep. The juvenile stage can last for a considerable time. During this period, the cutlassfish continues to grow in length and weight. They gradually move into deeper waters, following the patterns of their parents. They are adapting to the pressures and challenges of their environment. They must avoid becoming prey themselves. Larger fish, marine mammals, and even seabirds can prey on young cutlassfish. This constant struggle for survival shapes their behavior and their development. Every day is a lesson in the harsh realities of ocean life. It is a period of intense growth and learning. Eventually, the juvenile cutlassfish reaches sexual maturity. This means it is capable of reproducing and starting the life cycle anew. The age and size at which they become adults can vary. This depends on the specific species of cutlassfish and environmental conditions like food availability and water temperature. Once they reach adulthood, they join the spawning populations. They will contribute their own eggs or sperm to create the next generation. The journey from a tiny larva to a fully grown, shimmering adult cutlassfish is complete. It's a testament to their resilience and adaptation. Cutlassfish are not creatures of the sunlit coral reefs or the shallow coastal fringes. Their preferred home lies in deeper, often cooler waters. They are most commonly found over the continental shelf and the continental slope. The continental shelf is the submerged extension of a continent. It can stretch for many miles offshore before dropping off steeply. This drop-off is the continental slope leading down into the abyssal plains of the deep ocean. Cutlassfish typically inhabit depths ranging from around 100 meters to 350 meters, or even deeper for some species. The type of seabed in their habitat is also important. Cutlassfish often favor areas with soft bottoms. This means seabeds composed of mud or sand. These environments are rich in the kinds of prey they hunt. Small fish and crustaceans often burrow or live close to these soft sediments. The cutlassfish, with its slender body, can move efficiently near the bottom. It can ambush unsuspecting prey that emerges from the mud or sand. This preference for specific bottom types helps to define their distribution within their broader geographical range. One of the most fascinating aspects of their behavior is vertical migration. Many cutlassfish populations undertake daily journeys up and down in the water column. During the daytime, they often remain in deeper waters. Here, the light is dim, offering them protection from visual predators. As dusk approaches, they begin to ascend. They move into shallower waters, often closer to the surface, to feed during the night. This vertical migration pattern is common among many marine creatures. It is a strategy to find food while minimizing the risk of being eaten. Why is this particular habitat so well suited for the cutlassfish? Firstly, these depths provide a rich feeding ground. The waters of the continental shelf and slope are productive. They support large populations of small fish, squid and crustaceans that form the cutlassfish diet. Secondly, the dimmer light conditions at these depths offer an advantage to a visually oriented predator that also needs to avoid its own enemies. Their silvery bodies provide excellent camouflage in this environment. The combination of food availability and relative safety makes these deep, soft-bottomed areas the ideal home for these elegant, ribbon-like fish. Section 6, Masters of Camouflage, the secret behind the shine. One of the most captivating features of the cutlassfish is its extraordinary skin. It is incredibly shiny, reflecting light like a polished mirror. This brilliant, silvery appearance is not just for show. It serves a vital purpose in the life of the cutlassfish. In the dimly lit waters where it lives, this metallic sheen acts as a form of camouflage. It helps the fish to blend in with its surroundings. This makes it harder for predators to spot them. It also aids them in ambushing their own unsuspecting prey. This is a remarkable adaptation to life in the ocean's twilight zone. The scientific reason behind this dazzling shine is quite fascinating. The mirror-like effect is created by tiny crystals embedded in their skin. These crystals are made of a substance called guanine. Guanine is a common biological pigment, but in cutlassfish it forms flat plate-like structures. These tiny plates are arranged in layers within the fish's skin cells. They are oriented in such a way that they reflect light very effectively. Think of it like millions of tiny mirrors all working together. This creates the intense, silvery luster that makes the cutlassfish so distinctive. How does this shimmering camouflage work in practice? In the ocean, light typically comes from above. The mirrored sides of the cutlassfish reflect the surrounding water. This makes the fish very difficult to see from the side, especially against the backdrop of the open ocean. If a predator is looking up from below, the fish's belly might appear slightly darker, blending with the deeper water. If viewed from above, its back might blend with the lighter surface waters. This type of camouflage, known as counter-illumination or silvery mirroring, is highly effective in the pelagic zone, the open water environment. This brilliant adaptation is a testament to the power of natural selection. Over countless generations, cutlassfish with shinier, more reflective skin likely had a better chance of survival. They were better at avoiding predators and more successful at catching prey. This advantage allowed them to pass on their genes to the next generation. The result is the stunning, almost liquid metal appearance we see today. The cutlassfish's shine is more than just beauty. It is a sophisticated survival tool honed by evolution in the competitive world of the deep sea. It is a true marvel of natural engineering. Section 7. More than just a pretty fish, ecological importance. The cutlassfish, with its gleaming skin and formidable teeth, plays a significant role in marine ecosystems. It is an important predator. Its diet consists mainly of smaller fish, squid and crustaceans like shrimp and crabs. By preying on these animals, cutlassfish help to control their populations. This is a crucial function in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. Without predators like cutlassfish, the numbers of certain smaller species could increase too much. This could lead to imbalances in the food web. They are active hunters, contributing to the health and stability of their underwater communities. While cutlassfish are skilled hunters, they're not at the very top of the food chain. They also serve as an important food source for larger marine animals. Sharks, larger predatory fish like tuna and marlin, and even some marine mammals such as dolphins and seals prey on cutlassfish. This means that cutlassfish are a vital link in the transfer of energy through the marine food web. They consume smaller organisms and then in turn provide sustenance for larger predators. This flow of energy is essential for the functioning of the entire ecosystem. Their position in the middle of the food web makes them a keystone species in some environments. This means their presence has a disproportionately large effect on the ecosystem relative to their abundance. The health of cutlassfish populations can be an indicator of the overall health of the marine environment they inhabit. If cutlassfish numbers decline significantly, it can have cascading effects. Populations of their prey might explode, while populations of their predators might suffer from a lack of food. Their well-being is intricately connected to the well-being of many other species. Furthermore, their daily vertical migrations also contribute to the ecosystem. By feeding in shallower waters at night and returning to deeper waters during the day, they help to transport nutrients between different ocean layers. This movement of organic matter is important for the productivity of deeper water communities. So the cutlassfish is far more than just a beautiful, shiny creature. It is an active participant, a vital cog in the complex machinery of life in the ocean. Its ecological importance underscores the need to understand and protect these remarkable animals. Section 8. A prized catch. Economic significance. Beyond their ecological role, cutlassfish hold considerable economic value for humans. They are an important target species for commercial fisheries in many parts of the world. Their flesh is firm and flavorful, making them a popular food fish in numerous countries. Particularly in Asia, cutlassfish are highly prized and feature in a variety of culinary dishes. Countries like China, South Korea, Japan, and India have significant fisheries dedicated to catching these silvery swimmers. The demand for cutlassfish supports livelihoods for many fishermen and coastal communities. The methods used to catch cutlassfish vary depending on the region and the scale of the fishery. Trawling is a common method, where large nets are dragged along the seabed or through the water column. Long-line fishing, which involves setting out lines with many baited hooks, is also used. In some areas, smaller-scale artisanal fisheries use gill nets or hand lines. The commercial importance of cutlassfish means that fisheries management is crucial. Sustainable fishing practices are needed to ensure that populations remain healthy and can continue to provide this valuable resource for future generations. The economic impact of cutlassfish extends beyond just the sale of the fish itself. It supports a whole chain of industries. This includes boat building and maintenance, net making, fish processing plants, transportation, and retail markets. In many coastal regions, the cutlassfish fishery is a cornerstone of the local economy. It provides jobs and income for thousands of people. The trade in cutlassfish, both fresh and frozen, also contributes to international commerce. It's a global commodity connecting fishers in one part of the world with consumers in another. However, this economic importance also brings challenges. The high demand for cutlassfish can lead to overfishing if not carefully managed. When too many fish are caught too quickly, populations can decline. This not only harms the marine ecosystem, but also threatens the long-term viability of the fisheries themselves. Therefore, understanding the economic significance of cutlassfish must go hand in hand with efforts to ensure their conservation. Balancing economic needs with ecological sustainability is key to the future of this prized catch and the communities that depend on it. Section 9. Guardians of the Shimmering Ribbon, Conservation and Future. The future of the cutlassfish, these shimmering ribbons of the sea, depends on our actions. Like many marine species, they face threats that could impact their populations. Overfishing is a primary concern. Due to their commercial importance, some cutlassfish stocks have experienced heavy fishing pressure. If fishing levels are too high, populations can shrink, and their ability to reproduce and recover can be compromised. This not only affects the cutlassfish themselves, but also the broader marine ecosystem they are part of, and the livelihoods that depend on them. Habitat degradation and climate change also pose potential risks. Changes in water temperature, ocean currents and acidity can affect cutlassfish distribution, their prey and their reproductive success. Pollution from land-based sources can also impact their coastal and shelf habitats. Understanding these threats is the first step towards effective conservation. Scientists are working to monitor cutlassfish populations, study their life cycles, and assess the impacts of human activities. This research provides vital information for making informed management decisions to protect these unique creatures. Sustainable fishing practices are essential for the long-term health of cutlassfish populations. This includes setting catch limits based on scientific advice. It means using fishing gear that minimizes bycatch, the accidental capture of non-target species. Protecting important habitats, such as spawning grounds and nursery areas, is also crucial. International cooperation is often needed, as cutlassfish populations can span the waters of multiple countries. By working together, nations can implement effective conservation strategies that ensure these fish continue to thrive in our oceans for generations to come. In summary, the cutlassfish is a truly remarkable inhabitant of our planet's oceans. From its unusual ribbon-like body and dazzling mirror-like skin to its important roles as both predator and prey, it captivates our curiosity. Its journey from a tiny floating egg to a sleek adult hunter is a marvel of nature. Economically valuable and ecologically significant, the cutlassfish deserves our respect and protection. By understanding its life, its needs, and the challenges it faces, we can become better guardians of these shimmering swimmers and the rich marine ecosystems they call home. The future of the cutlassfish, like so much of marine biodiversity, rests in our hands.